So you guys have PE with the girls at a co-ed, but
Both. We don't hardly do any PE.
you don't got PE?
We have PE like twice a week though.
Oh, really? We had PE. But you don't have it, you have it with the girls?
Same class.
What are you guys doing that? You guys play badminton and volleyball and softball and stuff?
Yeah. Kickballs.
Soccer? You guys play soccer?
Huh? Yeah. Sometimes.
I never played soccer. Played softball, volleyball, tennis. You guys have lockers?
Yeah.
Hall lockers and stuff?
Last year we had to share.
Yeah. Always had my own locker. I had. I think something about high school. Get called to office very often.
Yeah.
Get in fights or what?
Sort of.
Sort of scuffles?
Name calling, punching, and biting.
Oh.
Yeah. Something like that.
Cat fight?
I've seen quite a few of those.
Oh, the girls?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
The other day, the last day of school, there was the second to last day of school, we had a water balloon fight. All the girls were ganging up on each other, throwing, punching, scratching.
The best fight I saw two girls get into, oh man, is on the bus. And this girl kicked this other girl. And then I just saw her hair just fly up. Is Valerie Wilkinson and this, I don't know the other girl's name, but they just, bam! Oh, that was good.
Anybody get knocked out?
I don't know, but Valerie went up to the front of the bus and she's pissed.
Did you want to tell the story?
Not yet. I'm still thinking of a good one.
I wrote a story about the radio flyer. You know, I started that story I read to you last night. You know when that came into my head? Is when they came out with that radio flyer movie with the white Michael Douglas
Yeah,
had it.
watched that.
I heard it was a depressing movie.
It was sad.
It is. It's very sad.
Which one?
I said, why are they
The red wagon.
the Red Wagon? I never seen it, but I didn't want to.
Radio flyer.
Where that kid keeps getting beat by his dad or something.
Well, I said I had a good time with my radio flyer with Jimmy, so I didn't want to write something like sappy, and I just wanted to write a story about it.
That was a good story.
It's part of the story, but I didn't want to write something about an alcoholic dad or something like that. I got a bunch of other stories in my head. You remember that lady that went up in the space shuttle and got scorched, blew up, that teacher?
Teacher.
Yeah, I got a story about that. There's a student that had a crush on a teacher, and it's really weird. This kid's head is like screwed up. He had a crush on it.
Just kind of like take
And it,
that. And,
oh, I'm taking it and running with it. Because he had, you want me to tell you about
okay.
part of it right now? Okay, you know, she takes off and the shuttle gets blown up. He had a crush on her.
Yeah.
And he gets all messed up from that. And he goes into like this state of like, I gotta save her. Because he has these nightmares about it. And he gets vertigo and stuff like that. You know, vertigo,
Yeah.
like Jimmy Stewart got the vertigo. He's up in a treehouse. He has vertigo up there. And he has a nightmare. He can't go up in his own treehouse anymore after that. What happened?
Yeah.
And what else happens? He becomes a scientist, a rocket scientist. So he's inventing this thing. Okay. First thing he invented is he's like this prodigy child, or becomes a prodigy, and he invents a navigator for these for in space or anywhere you want to be. It's kind of like that one dude that invented the first clock that worked for those sailors.
Yeah.
So it's going to go on all that lines. He's going to invent a
Phone.
navigator that it could be linked up to a computer, or it could be independent from that. So you could plot your course anywhere in the known
That'd be pretty
universe well, he invents that first.
Yeah.
So now he's inventing this other thing. I saw this in a book. He's working on it. It's like it's something to get off of the space station back to Earth safely. I saw this in the book. It's a big bag, a huge bag that blows up, and you go through the Earth's atmosphere with no vehicle. Well, you ride it down. You're not inside of it, but you're on top of it.
Ew.
It blows up, and the fire goes around you. You ain't getting scorched. It's taking most of the heat for you, and you're going through it. Okay, he's inventing that. His works. He's ran his through a computer, and it works. But this other dude, which is his arch rival from school, he's Meanie. He's like riding his shirt tails. Okay, there has to be his arch rival.
Yeah.
He is inventing or working on that other thing that you've seen it before. It's like a mini space shuttle. It's a little teeny thing.
Oh yeah.
That he runs that through simulation. It doesn't work. People are going to die in that thing. But they go ahead and run it through. They're making money off of it. But this guy and his girlfriend or his wife, the original
Tonight news.
the original
Just call
the original kid that's inventing the space bag, pretty much. And his girlfriend, which she's a test pilot.
Don't change that
Yeah,
show.
that's another story when he falls in love with her, because he ain't gonna. Well, that's I'll get back to her. But those two figure out that he's like milking the system, giving false information
Yeah.
to keep his project going, but it ain't gonna work. It's one of those plots.
Kind of cool.
Okay,
Sunday
but
till Sunday.
but he
And
goes.
then you kind of like tie all these.
Yeah, but he is a
That's our forecast.
he's a
We shouldn't
like a
expect
professor in
anything.
college. He's like really young,
And if you're heading on I-5,
And he
there
meets
is an
up with that one
accident,
girl.
So that will be careful.
and he says, "Well, I can't
Thank you.
fall in love with anyone.
That's
I'm
all
going in
for
love with
live
what's her name.
talking.
She's gone." But he makes up something in his head like, "Well, she's reincarnated. It's her." It gets really
That would
weird.
be really good.
It's really weird. I don't know, but he like
Episode
falls
32
madly in
of
love with her. I
Freaky
said,
Looks.
"Why am I in love with her?" Well, it's her. She's back. So she went in space to become a test pilot. So she it kind of crosses over there.
Yeah.
The teacher and that one girl, because she's a test pilot. But
Kind
he,
of like merge.
yeah, it kind of merged together. But he kind of sitting there. Oh my God, she's a test pilot. She's up in the air, up at a higher level. And he gets vertigo really bad. You know. But
So what, you
But-
got yourself murdered on tape now?
but
That'd
okay.
be a really cool story though.
But and now what is with her? She's a test pilot, and she breaks this one record. Remember that man high thing I was telling you about, where that guy jumps from the bunch
Yeah.
over 75,000 feet? Well, she breaks that record. So she's really a hardcore person. He is like a bookworm.
You come
Those two figure out that he's milking the system, and they find out the real information on the computer simulations that he's falsifying. And she finds out. He gets her. The bad guy gets her, and doesn't kill her. You know, the old, knocks her out. Takes off with her. Then he discovers that, and he kidnaps him too. Knocks him out somehow, and he sticks him in a test thing they're going to shoot up in space. This is the big scene of the whole movie.
Oh, I would think so.
So he's going to shoot them off up there, and they're going to scorch. And he takes his invention, which works. It's all together. The spacesuits and stuff, and gets rid of it with them. The bad guy gets and
So
shoots him
they've
up.
got-
They shoot him up, and he shoots them up in space, and thinks they're just going to burn up because this thing is just like a research thing. They're just going to shoot up, and it's just going to burn up.
But he has those suits in there.
He has the suits, and then they wake up, or he wakes up, and he's just freaking out.
Well, you would.
Because he's in space, you know, and he's like,
like,
oh my
"Oh."
God, we're going to burn up, we're going to burn up. And he had these nightmares
So he's kinda
of
like
a
living
ball
his
and fire,
nightmare.
huh?
So he's kind of like living his nightmare then.
Yeah, he's really, it's not really a nightmare, it's a weird dream he had. He knows there's fire all around him, but he ain't getting hurt. But he's with her too, his teacher.
Mm-hmm.
Well, which he thought is his teacher or someone else. And but it's a ball of fire and they're together. But they ain't getting hurt, but it just still freaks him out. But it's a full-grown thing. He's up there. They get the suit on, and she's still unconscious. And it's a tandem suit.
Yeah.
And they get out of the damn thing, the thing, and they're heading back to Earth. And they got that navigator and stuff. That's what that is invented for. It's like a supercomputer, and it's on your wrist pretty much, and you could use your gloves and stuff like that. That's his first invention. And all you have to do is point at an object, and you could navigate from once you get that thing set up.
See, that would be a choice.
And you know, they have to have a small retro rocket on them to get the right
Well, you're
attitude to go
yeah.
burn, because you gotta still burn through the atmosphere just like a capsule. But they got this protective thing, and you're like
See, you should draw
feet.
some pictures for that.
Oh no, this dream he has, they ain't in a suit. They're just engulfed in fire, but they're just in like regular clothes and stuff like that. And my idea of his dream is he's standing on the ball of fire, and she's like, he's rescuing her or pulling her in.
Oh, that would be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the heat they generate when they re-enter the atmosphere and stuff like that. But they live through it, you know. They make it, and they bust that guy at the end of the story.
Can you see him?
Yeah, I got the top of his head. But it's a cool story. I had this. I don't know when I started that story, but it has something. The Challenger disaster.
Away from the tripod.
Step away from the tripod.
Yeah. Okay.
But there's all kinds. There's a big romance between those two and stuff like that, and that jealous bad guy. And
Yeah, you could create quite a
oh
novel.
yeah, but there's a huge plot going on, and his vertigo
Isn't
is
that
just
magnificent?
incredible.
This
He
way.
is just
I didn't even
terrified
have to
of
do that.
heights, and
Here, sit on the
he's
chair.
scared of her so much that he's in love with her, but he's scared
It's kind of cool
of what
because
she's done.
just
She's
sitting
like,
down at school once.
she's at a higher level
One of my best friends had
all the
John, our
time.
friend.
She's like this.
Yeah.
She's like this
He
daredevil.
just got a girlfriend named Giant.
I'm getting this terrible glare from the.
How about we move it on?
Oh man, we don't.
My trouble right there too.
No, it just started to do that.
Christmas Day. Away.
Okay, who's your favorite teacher?
Huh?
You got a favorite teacher in school?
Which grade? You know,
Just general.
Miss Boyer. Yeah, Boyer.
You like Mrs. Boyer and he likes Mr. Boyer?
Mrs.
Oh, we both like Mrs. Boyer.
Yeah, she was close. Yeah.